Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. On the run, it's Warren. Oh, he's got some space. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Crosses the 40. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Card in the backfield. It's Warren. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So if you start the game trying to be aggressive, well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Back to throw, it's Kinsey. Quick strike complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got his man quickly. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. This quarterback, part of their running game, breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. First and goal from the 5. They try to put up the first one. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Madden. Working that wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This should be the last play of the quarter. With jet sweep pass. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The kickoff team is on the field and we're ready to get this one underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started.
2 minutes remaining. Give
Looking for a man. It's Madden. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. Wants to go up top. He fires to the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that ball. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch right at the 50. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns are coming up big.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They believe they can run right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Madden. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all in that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Finds a man on the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Great place to start for this offense. Finds his tight end. Taking it the other way. And he's brought down after a nice game.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that diamond play.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they're in for a touchdown. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to throw, it's Madden. That's caught, it's Warren. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. There he goes. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Good timing on the quick out. On the move at the 30. Powers through. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Madden. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little light here on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Unloads quickly. Hard running there. Gets it in there for the touchdown.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about. Until that play right there, they finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. No surprise. Looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Runs for the tackle. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Let's go. Direct snap. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this.
Turning it on. He has the first and still on his feet. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
Back has it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea of handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Back to pass. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And how about it, man? Just aggressiveness. When you've already got the lead. You got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside kick, and not only do they try it, they get it.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But
oh, he's got some space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Running back searching for a hole. At the 20, he's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today. Dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look at.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile in.
On to attempt the try. Looking down. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
To the air on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take it.
He's taking the shot. A sensational grab down the field here as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
And the point after is good. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.